Hi friends, welcome. So today we are watching the video and the title is Know what is Modi government going to do next? क्या है मोदी का अगला target? Wow. So friends, interesting topic, but before we go ahead and watch it, if you're watching us for the first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button and click the bell icon to get notified of all the new videos as soon as we upload them. And after watching the video, if you like it, click the like button and share the video with your friends and family. So, okay friends, let's get started.
मैं नरेंद्र दामोदर दास मोदी
अपने दूसरे कार्यकाल में मोदी सरकार बेहद ही अलग अंदाज में दिख रही है। पीएम मोदी जिसके लिए जाने जाते हैं, वो उनके एक्शन में भी पूरी तरह नजर आ रहा है।
भाजपा ही है जो संकल्प लेने के बाद उसे सिद्ध भी करती है।
पीएम मोदी का ये अंदाज लोगों को खूब भा रहा है। बीते 6 महीने में जिस तरह से मोदी सरकार एक के बाद एक बड़े और कड़े फैसले ले रही है, उससे एक तरफ मोदी विरोधी खेमा के पैरों तले जमीन खिसक गई है, तो दूसरी तरफ मोदी के एक के बाद एक बड़े और कड़े फैसले से उत्साहित लोग इस बात को जानने के लिए उत्सुक हैं कि आखिर अब मोदी का अगला निशाना क्या होगा। मोदी सरकार ने अपने दूसरे कार्यकाल संभालते ही जनता से किए वायदों को पूरा करने में लगी है, जिसे विरोधी असंभव मानते थे और इन वायदों को पूरा करने के लिए खुली चुनौती भी देते थे। मोदी सरकार ने अपना दूसरा कार्यकाल संभालते ही सबसे पहले 3 तलाक पर प्रहार किया। राज्यसभा में कम बहुमत के बावजूद भी मोदी सरकार 3 तलाक बिल को पास कराने में सफल रही। इसके बाद मोदी सरकार ने अपना दूसरा निशाना धारा 370 और 35A पर दागा। दशकों पुरानी कश्मीर की समस्या को ही जड़ से मिटा दिया। इसके बाद बारी आई राम मंदिर विवाद की। दशकों से ये विवाद भी चला रहा था और बीजेपी की मैनिफेस्टो में भी राम मंदिर विवाद को सुलझाने की घोषणा लंबे समय से हो रही थी, लेकिन पीएम मोदी ने देश को भरोसा दिया था कि इस मुद्दे को संवैधानिक प्रक्रिया के तहत ही निपटाया जाएगा। आखिरकार 9 नवंबर को सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने इस पर आखिरी फैसला सुनाया और अयोध्या में राम मंदिर के निर्माण का रास्ता भी साफ हो गया। इस तरह मोदी सरकार का अगला निशाना बना नागरिकता संशोधन बिल। विपक्ष की एकजुटता के बावजूद भी अपने तर्कों से केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह ने दोनों सदनों में विरोधियों को नागरिकता संशोधन बिल की चर्चा में धाराशायी कर दिया।
सब धर्म के आधार पर विभाजन अगर कांग्रेस पार्टी न करती तो ये बिल की जरूरत न पड़ती। किसने किया धर्म के आधार पर विभाजन? किसने किया धर्म के आधार पर विभाजन? इस देश का विभाजन धर्म के आधार पर कांग्रेस पार्टी ने किया है।
और राज्यसभा में एक बार फिर कम बहुमत के बावजूद नागरिकता संशोधन बिल को पास कराने में मोदी सरकार सफल हुई। लेकिन मोदी सरकार का अगला टारगेट क्या है, लोग इसे जानने को बेहद उत्सुक हैं। बीजेपी के मैनिफेस्टो के हिसाब से एनआरसी और यूनिवर्सल सिविल कोड ऐसे बड़े मुद्दे हैं जो बचे हैं। बीते कुछ महीनों से पीएम मोदी या फिर केंद्रीय गृह मंत्री अमित शाह के बयानों को देखे तो साफ पता चलता है कि मोदी सरकार का अगला निशाना एनआरसी है।
जब हम एनआरसी लेकर आएंगे, एक भी घुसपैठिया इस देश के अंदर बच नहीं जाएगा।
इसके बाद मोदी सरकार देश भर में यूनिवर्सल सिविल कोड को लागू करने की ओर अपना कदम बढ़ाएगी। यूनिवर्सल सिविल कोड को देश भर में लागू करने की दशकों भर से मांग होती आई है और ये बीजेपी के मैनिफेस्टो में भी शामिल है। मोदी सरकार जनसंख्या नियंत्रण को लेकर भी इस बार कानून ला सकती है। इस बार खुद पीएम मोदी ने 15 अगस्त के दिन लाल किले के प्राचीर से जनसंख्या नियंत्रण को लेकर अपनी चिंता जाहिर की थी।
हमारे यहाँ बेतहाशा जो जनसंख्या विस्फोट हो रहा है, ये जनसंख्या विस्फोट हमारे लिए, हमारी आने वाली पीढ़ी के लिए
अनेक नए संकट पैदा करता है।
So, wow, this was short. I mean, I wanted to hear some more in depth, but they didn't go ahead in depth to explain what steps or what are the plans to do these. But definitely, the last one where they said, population control needs to be, that is a problem, as I would say, and it needs to be controlled. But I'm wondering what the solution has the government thought of. But I'm glad that at least the government is aware of it and is trying to think about a way to resolve that problem. But that's true. I mean, whatever they had promised the people of India that if we are get elected, these are the things we are going to do. They are sticking to it. And people were aware of what their plans are and they liked those plans, and that's the reason why they elected them, and they're sticking to it, which is good, because generally most of the time people make big talks of that, once we are elected we'll do this and we'll do that, but eventually once they are, hardly anything happens. But at least the government here, which is I would praise, is that they are sticking to what they said and they are going ahead and doing those things. Now it is, I mean, some people might agree to them, might disagree to them. That's personal, choices of people, and we should respect those choices. But if you are against it, you can speak out against it, but in a respectful manner, in a non-violent manner, because when you get into this violent mode, you are not doing anything but harming your country. Because when you destroy public property, you're destroying your country. You're pulling back the progress of your country. So one needs to be aware of that. And don't think about this as a country. Think of this as your own home. So it is, as I've said in earlier videos too at times, that, when you're doing things like that, it is equal to like burning your home or destroying things that are in your house. So you're destroying your own stuff. So that's the only request that I would do. I mean, I'm not saying that you're right or you're wrong, because everybody has their own opinion. They have their own way of thinking. Go ahead. If you don't agree with it, you can do protests, you can do marches, but keep in mind, this is your house. Don't destroy your own house. And at the end of the day, remember that we are all Indians, immaterial of what is, what you believe in, whether you agree to it or not. And also one another important thing is that the rest of the world is also watching you. So whatever you're doing is being watched by everyone. Media is a very strong force that is showing everything that is going around. So just keep that in mind and then act accordingly. Because if you are not acting appropriately, the rest of the world is watching you, and you're giving them a picture of what India is. So that's the only request that I can make from the bottom of my heart. Be nice to each other, respect each other's feelings, others' thoughts, but be non-violent. And once again, let's see what future plans are. So friends, this was a nice video, though a little short, I would say.
Right. So nice video. I think I would say that most of the video was covering what has already happened.
Yeah.
So although the video talks about what is going to be the next target, I would say they should say what will be the next goal, not the target, because target is something else. It's a goal that somebody is trying to achieve, and the goals are coming from the manifesto. And obviously, I mean, I would say more 3/4 of the video is more about what has already been done, so that is great. And I would say remaining, I like the fact that where India should try to reduce the population growth. Obviously, if the population is more, then the resources are getting divided amongst everyone, and then everybody gets less. Now we need to look at the land mass and the population. Obviously, people will say that, hey, there are other countries in the world that are more dense. It is not about dense. If you look at US is obviously 3 times larger in size and 3 times less in population. And I would say that this balance is good, because then everybody's life is good. You don't have any queues anywhere. You go to McDonald's, you go to any place on earth, it's not like there's a huge queue, and they don't have to worry about bad service, or they have to make huge centers so that they can accommodate such vast population. Although some problems will always be there. Big cities will always be big. No matter how many lanes you have on the highway, you will have traffic jams. And they are trying to bypass that in different ways. But population, I believe, certainly something should be done to reduce it, but not like China, I would say, where the China had one child policy. I don't think I am per that, but some other methodology should be adopted where maybe two childs maximum per family, but two children per family, maybe that is one way of going. But I don't know, that is also not a good solution, because it is democracy, and it's, I think the core of the matter comes from education. If everybody is 100% literate, then I think everybody will understand that having more
But I remember even when we were young, there used to be ads, hum do, hamare do.
Yeah, so I
from
don't,
that time
yeah.
onwards, they're trying to educate people, but it hasn't really helped. So maybe
Yeah, so
stronger steps need to be taken then.
Yeah, I mean, I don't believe in that.
Yeah, I mean, it would be sad, but
yeah, I mean, I don't. I'm not in favor of anything that restricts how many children you should have. Government, I believe, should not restrict. It is more about when people do this from their own thought. When everybody is literate enough to see that it's not good for the country, let me not do that. So I think that is where it will be more beneficial. And then there was some talk about civil court or something, or
something like
civil,
that.
and that is coming from the fact that every city in Europe and even US has that kind of law in place. What that means is that irrespective of your religion, certain things are not allowed in that country, no matter what is your religion. Example is that, for example, a church will not be allowed to every morning, ring the bell and create noise. Similarly, temple cannot create a voice, or temple cannot start singing songs, or the mosque cannot do that. So there are some laws that are in place which they feel have a negative effect on community. If they say that if everybody has some day or the other where there's some religion and you start broadcasting that sound, then it'll be a problem for everyone. So they come up with some laws and say, if you are a citizen of this country, these laws apply to you irrespective of your religion. That we will not allow mass noise pollution. You may think it's a great thing, but as this country, that is a norm, that nobody can create that kind of noise. So similar to that, they will create that you may be, for example, what they're trying to say, that you may be of a certain religion, but of a certain religion in this country behaves in a certain way. So they have made, and that is true even if you go to countries, Middle Eastern countries, or go to any European countries, or even France. When France tried to put those things, they had a lot of backlash, and they had to come back to a more universal thing that appeals to everyone. So they came up with some laws which were not appealing to certain community. There was a lot of backlash, and then finally they said, okay, let's bring it back and do a law that appeals everyone. And that was understood that, yeah, I mean, suppose if it's my holiday, my temple is not going to broadcast sound. If it's somebody else's, he will not do that. Every religion will not broadcast sound, because that is not good, because every day somebody can claim to be in their own religious festival, so they will not do that. So that is one example. And I think that is very good, that every country has some norms that as a citizen of this country, this is what we are going to do. So that kind of thing. And the other point about that was that even if you are a minority in a country, like people are saying whatever majority decides, you need to live with it, that is not really true, because number one, you always have the court system where you can debate it and not agree to it. But what the more essence of this is that normally majority is usually kind of right. It will not be that majority is going to do a very bad thing. Why? Because at the end of the day, even that majority has 50% good people, because everything has good and bad, right? There are only two kinds of people. That is our belief in this world. There are only two kinds of people, good and bad. So when you look at majority, like we in this country are a minority, right? And when you look at the majority and the majority votes for something, of course they have more power, they are the majority, and what they are going to vote is going to become the law. But what I've seen is, out of that majority, there is also a majority of good people. So if anybody brings any law, the good people will always think about it. No, this doesn't look good. I mean, any law that comes, majority also, some good people, if it doesn't look good, they'll say, no, this is not good. I'm not going to let you, bring some other guy who does not look like me in a bad shape. I want goodness. So many things that were proposed by governments around the time from the US, the majority rejected it, although those things were in the profit, in the benefit of the majority. So you have a majority and some law comes that is going to benefit the majority, many times it is defeated, because there are equally good amount of people in the majority who will say, hey, I don't agree with this, because although it will benefit me, but it is wrong. I will not let you have something wrong, because our fundamental is based on goodness. There should be goodness. You should have the ability where the rights of the immigrants are also good. Whatever I have, they have the right. So their diversity is good. So there are a lot of people who are so good that they will let you do that. But in the US, there are many times some bill comes where it is going to benefit the majority, but it is fundamentally biased, that you will see that gets defeated, because the majority has a lot of good people who say no, it is not acceptable to us. The rights of everyone should be same, and we want even the guy that we are welcoming in our country from outside, they need to have the same protections as we do. So I think that's everything comes back, in my opinion, to literacy. If everybody is well educated and they are smart enough, they will never let a bad law take place. They will say, irrespective it helps me or not, it is fundamentally unfair. If it is fundamentally unfair, they will not let the law succeed. So that's why, as a minority, I'm telling you that there's nothing wrong. The majority has many good people who will not let the unfair and the bad laws take place. And that is the beauty of democracy.
So yes, friends, a beautiful video. Wished it was a little longer and more elaborate, in depth, but really got to know the next few steps or goals that Modiji's government is going to go ahead and take those steps. So looking forward to see what actions or what steps they're going to do in order to get those things done. So guys, hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll come back again in another video very soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.
Oh, and if you're new to my channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit the bell icon so it notifies you when I put in my new video for you to enjoy. Bye!